What up? This is Robert Ory.
Or three-pointer. Buries it.
You might know me as Big Shot Bob.
To Ory for three. Oh, unbelievable. This guy is off the charts.
What's going on, Big Shot Bob?
Robert Ory from downtown.
One more time this week. It is the shoot-around. That's B-Dog Brandon Harper, by the way. My name is Rob Jenners. That's 7-time NBA champion. Las Vegas supporter, Robert Ory. He doesn't smoke, folks. All right, we've got a couple questions, couple quick topics here for the Friday show. And I know everybody's traveling today, so we're going to do a quick little shoot-around here. But I do have some good stuff that came in from some of our listeners. This one came in from Kyle. Rob, is Zach LaVine back? I think he's being a little hopeful here as a Bulls fan. Please say it. My Bulls need him this season. Zach, in his first preseason game this past Sunday night, 28 points, 9 for 12 from the field, 6 for 6 from 3. Had a hell of a night. Now, it's preseason. Take it for what it's worth.
You know,
but give this man some hope.
Yeah, we all know he's a hell of an athlete. He's one of the best players in the league when healthy. Mm-hmm. That is the problem. He's not healthy. And so just to make you feel good, he's back. But for how long? We do not know.
He's back tonight, and then he's off tomorrow. It's going to be one of those, you know. All right, question from Kevin. Again, people looking for hope here. Do you think the Bulls should retire Derrick Rose's number? I saw something from Bulls insider Casey Johnson this week saying they were talking about it. I'd like to see it. Rob, do you think he did enough there to have his number retired?
Well, you know, who knows the criteria for, you know, having your number retired?
And that's also the question. What does it even take to get that? Is it rings?
Yeah,
Is it,
you know, I think at the end of the day, I think most franchises are going to say, okay, he was the MVP. He was riddled with injuries. He did his best, and he was a good person, number one. So I think they will retire it, but I don't know when. But I think it's going to take a minute. But if he'd won a championship, he'd be retiring this season. But, you know, I think they should because, you know, he put that map, he put them back on the map after MJ left. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, well, maybe his speaking of MJ, them statements that he made about how MJ wouldn't have been MJ if he didn't play in Chicago, that's a statement to keep you. If you had any hope of being in the Hall of or getting your number retired, we're going to snatch that away from you right then and there. Mike would have been Mike anyway. But number retired.
See, I like the idea of him being a good representative of the city, but I don't think he did enough for the Bulls.
He had really two good years.
Yeah, maybe 2.5
years.
Yeah, 2.5 good seasons.
I mean, he is the first. He won Rookie of the Year and won MVP.
Won the MVP.
I think that's the first time that ever happened, isn't it?
Well, and I think he's the first one to win MVP for the Bulls since Jordan did it, right?
Yeah.
So.
No, Shaq did it.
No, for the Bulls.
For the Bulls.
Oh, for the Bulls. I thought you were talking about running rookie and MVP.
No. Winning MVP, league MVP. He was the first league MVP from the Bulls since Jordan.
I think if he had a few more healthier years and played at a high level, yes. I just find it very difficult. I think they'll do it because they haven't had really anything since Jordan. So the scale is
it's like
kind of skewed.
How many 90s Bulls players jerseys can we retire?
Yeah.
Before we just run out of people.
And so he's the only hope that city had. So they may end up doing it. I don't know if Derrick Rose is the greatest what-if story, one of the greatest what-if stories.
We've talked about that.
He's just like
unrealized potential.
Yeah.
I mean, there was so much upside. It was like he is it. He's going to be the next big superstar, and it didn't get there.
He'll get it. I don't know if I hate to say he doesn't deserve it, but I think they'll do it.
Okay. Well, speaking of Jordan, lethal shooter. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Chris Matthews.
No, exactly.
He's an NBA shooting coach. He's Lethal Shooter is his handle on X and Instagram and stuff. He's also a brand ambassador for the Jordan brand, which I didn't know. So he got to link up with the GOAT, with Mike.
I saw that picture.
The picture over the weekend. Somebody took that picture of him and Jordan shaking hands and smiling. Picture's blurry as shit.
So he asked the internet to go on and say, "Hey, can anybody clear this picture up?" And they had a ball with that
they
picture.
put the Jordan
boy.
crying meme on him, and oh god, dude, they went nuts.
Switched they put his head on Jordan's body and Jordan's body on his head.
They put Kamala Harris on one, and I mean, it was out of control.
Hey, big dog, and I'm pretty sure he know this already. But if you listen to this, you know not to take something like this to the internet. They're not going to help you, bro.
No.
They're not going to help you.
They gonna have some laughs at your expense.
Who is your cameraman? How could he mess this moment up?
Exactly. And like, you better make sure you took like, you know how sometimes when people take pictures, they might snap like 80 at one time just to make sure that one of them turned out to be
hold
good.
it down. Yeah.
Look, I am a well-trained husband. My wife tells me you take like 15 different pictures from different angles. I want one up here, I want one over there, I want one here, I want 4 from the front, like, because you never know.
Lying.
Women are particular. But like once in a lifetime with Jordan, yeah, you better run off about 80 clicks on me, man.
Yeah.
Just hold that button down and just do this a little bit. Oh God, dude, once in a lifetime. Well, we talked a little bit about, by the way, Embiid on the Tuesday show, or on the Wednesday show. We were a little day late this week. But he said this week in an interview with Tim Botemps from ESPN that he thinks he's done playing back-to-backs. Quote, "If I had to guess, I would probably never play back-to-backs the rest of my career." And he says this in the interest of trying to stay healthy. I don't know how I feel about that, though.
If I'm on the own, I'm like, did you discuss this with me?
Yeah, like, did we talk about this? Because
So you're not playing back-to-backs, huh?
Isn't that the price of admission?
I'm like, how many back-to-backs we got this year? Oh, we got 80 seconds of a contract. Just give it back.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, dude, you're not going to sit your ass down. What the hell? I pay you to play.
Well, I might hurt myself. Well, that'd be in better condition. What the hell are you
Get
supposed
your
to say?
fat ass in shape.
You don't
Get in
get,
the
what is
gym,
it,
lift some
whatever
weights.
it is, anywhere from 5 to 10 free passes a year just because it's a back-to-back.
And he was saying that,
way.
like, obviously, he's saying that to, we've got to preserve me for the playoffs. I'm like, bro, if they preserve you, you're not getting to the playoffs. Like, what are we discussing here?
Paul's gonna carry the load for us.
Well, speaking of Paul George, he hyperextended his knee here in Atlanta the other night.
Oh, let's not talk about that.
And so, obviously, no structural damage, so he shouldn't be out too long. But
No, but Embiid doesn't want that. He wants to be able to put the load on him so he could sit out on a back-to-back.
Him and Tyrese Maxey, I'm like, bro, they didn't go get Paul George for you to sit back-to-back.
Yeah,
they went to go get Paul George so y'all could win games and possibly be the favorite in the East to,
Get outta here.
to represent the East in the finals.
Out of here.
Had
with
the
that.
best record in basketball, so you have home court advantage.
Get out of here with that bullshit.
Because my thing is, okay, let's say you didn't play back-to-backs. Who's to
The
say you
hell wrong
can't?
with you?
But who's to say you can't get hurt in the games that you play? Now what?
The hell you talking about?
There's squad. What the hell are you talking about? But you're right. I mean, that isn't a guarantee you stay healthy, bud.
Like,
I mean, does it minimize the risk some? Yeah, probably.
sure, let me minimize your contract.
Go ahead and prorate this shit,
Right.
like Rob said. We can go ahead and take a tenth of this.
Hold
thing
on, you don't
away.
want to play back-to-back games? Okay, whatever that check is for that second game,
Yeah,
go ahead and get it back.
Yeah, just go ahead and
Yeah.
leave that at the door. It won't be in the envelope. All right, Rob, we got a question from Caleb. Rob, I thought it was great to see LaMelo Ball back on the floor, and he's been really playing well. What are your take on the Ball kids? I know their dad kind of gunked up the press on them, but I feel like they never got a fair shake.
I think they got a fair shake. I think he would. Didn't he win Rookie of the Year?
LaMelo is
I don't know. Did he win it?
who is that?
Didn't
LaMelo?
I think
thought he won
I think LaMelo.
Did he win rookie? I know he was up for it. I don't know if I can't remember if he won it or not.
won Rookie of the Year.
I think he went. I'm like, shit, they fine right where they at. He's just, Lonzo just can't get on the floor because he can't stay healthy, and that's the one thing about
Well, apparently he's
when
supposed to be
when
back
you
this
look
season.
at these,
So.
these kids, they've been very talented, but they've been frail as shit, man. So
Yeah.
I don't know what he did to him.
You know what else is
too many
funny?
concrete games in the backyard, but yeah.
You know what else is funny? Ever since the two of them have sort of made a little bit of a name for themselves in the league, you ain't seen his ass. He's been gone.
Yeah.
You haven't heard
Oh, the
word.
dad?
Yeah. You ain't heard word one from that Joker. Not a word.
Well, I
the big
think
ball shoes didn't make their way like he thought they would.
Oh, no.
they weren't. Those shoes weren't the quality that I think a lot of people thought they were either. So I mean,
Yeah.
But I think he just decided to take a back seat. The thing about the Ball boys is that, obviously Lonzo is back. He's been battling injuries. And LaMelo has been battling ankle stuff. Like, he's still very, very young. And when LaMelo's on their floor, that Charlotte team they could be something. They just got to stay on the floor.
Yeah.
They got to stay on the floor. I mean, they're just not – they're injury prone right now. And I think people forget about LaMelo because he'll play well and then he's hurt again and then he's gone for an extended period of time. And I think he's only like 23, 24.
No, yeah, he's pretty young still.
He's really young. We'll see.
Man, they had a mountain to climb, though, getting over their old man because that dude was everywhere. All right, last thing real quick, and then we're going to wrap up the shoot-around. The Eagles, the Philadelphia Eagles, they have just not been good. It took everything they had to beat the 1-5 Browns this past weekend. And their head coach, Nick Sirianni, at the end of the game is shouting at fans in the stands in Philly. Philly fans shouting, and he's shouting back at them. That's a bad look. 2, in the post-game press conference, he brings all his kids. And all the kids sit at the table, and he's talking to the kids, and they're interrupting answers and stuff. And I'm like, this joker decided I'm going to go ahead and bring my kids up here to shield me from all the crap that I'm about to get from the media. I don't like, even when you win, I'm not a fan of the kids in the post-game press conference. Yep. And I know a lot of people do it. We've seen Steph bring his kids to plenty of post-games, and there's cute little moments and stuff. One-offs here and there, okay, fine. You play a shit game and you know you're going to get grilled by the media and you go, "Come on, kiddos. We're going to go sit up at the podium today and mess with the media."
It's the only time I'm cool with the kids coming to the podium. You just won a championship. You know, you share that moment with your family.
Yeah, because you have nothing else to answer for at that point.
It's too many fucking games to bring your kids to every press conference, you know.
Hell no.
Especially in basketball. Motherfucker, it's 10 o'clock at night. Especially on the night game. Your fucking kids be at home getting ready for fucking school tomorrow.
You and I are so
alike.
I'll see kids.
So what the hell,
I'll see kids in sporting events all the time and be like, "Fucking, it's 11 o'clock at night. What the hell is wrong with you people?" All the time, man.
Like,
all the time.
Everybody wants that moment, you know, like, oh, look how cute the kids are. Oh, look at him, so cute.
But what's Sirianni's move there? What is his move like to get that? Does it, like, maybe they'll focus on the kids and less on the shitty job I did today?
He like this. These kids right now like this. He's blocking out.
Look at the baby.
Questions.
Look at the
baby. Oh, damn, my kids are pulling me. I got to go. All right,
sorry, guys. He's got to go to the bathroom. He can't do it by himself. Yeah.
Hey, you forget those questions I didn't hit you with on Monday or Sunday? I'll see you on Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
Don't worry, man.
It's a long time before that next game.
They ain't going nowhere. You almost lost to the Browns. These questions will be here.